So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future, and you'll see another late Christmas special from me, because I'm getting really bad at this, aren't I? So pretty much what's happening is, this is a Christmas gift to you. Normally I do the commentaries as part of the Patreon package thing. But since it's another year and another late Christmas special, which is, I mean, that's becoming tradition at this point, let's be honest. I am giving you guys a commentary for free, and not just any episode. A, it's, you know, Christmas episode, and B, this is weirdly one of my most watched episodes. I'm not even too sure why. I guess because it's, I mean, people like obscure, nostalgic films from the 90s. That's why Nostalgic Critic works. People like things like that. Ugh. But, an interesting thing, this was, when this one came out, do you guys remember VidMe? Because VidMe was sort of, it was, for those that don't, it was originally, it was made as a, sort of, it was a rival to YouTube, because YouTube needs one. YouTube's a bullshit thing. So someone decided, let's make our own little platform called VidMe, and this got featured on the front page, and I am very happy about that. Who would have thought this one video about a really weird, obscure film from my childhood? What a, ooh, jazzy. So, what can I say about the production of this one? Well, camera-wise, I can tell you right now, it's not DSLR. I'm pretty sure this was a camcorder one, because this would have been 2016. I think this one was, yeah, 2016. So, and the animation's really weird, but we'll get to that. And where was I? Cameras. Yes, cameras. I didn't have access to the universities, the university arts at the time, their equipment, so I had to rely on my own things for this one. Like, I think the first Christmas special was DSLR, and so this song's crap. I'm sorry. I mean, the songs in this film are catchy. I'll stand by it, but this one's not. Because I can't say the song is that great or even good. See, there you go. Not even that good. What I didn't make though was, yeah, Gary Chalk. I make a, where is it? There, yeah. There's a Grounder joke at the expense of Gary Chalk, who voiced Grounder in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. But I didn't. He was Robotnik as well. He was in he was Robotnik in Sonic Underground, which is really weird. And he's done some other stuff. I know, well, obviously, of course he has. But if you want a weird voice acting fact about Scratch and Grounder from Sonic, is sure you had Gary Chalk as Grounder, but Scratch was voiced by was voiced by Phil Hayes, who Dead Rising fans will know voiced Raymond Sullivan in Dead Rising 2. So Petronius, if you're going to end up reviewing Dead Rising 2 as part of your Dead Rising marathon at any time you ever get around to that one, there you go. God, this music is embedded in my head, this film's soundtrack. This was one, we didn't even have this, like, officially. It wasn't like a proper VHS copy of Rudolph. It was, I mean, sure, everyone growing up in like the 90s, early 2000s, why did they get the Pointer Sisters? That was it. That's bizarre. I'm on a tangent. Anyway, no. Yeah, Pointer Sisters. We had it. It was. I feel I didn't make the best of this gag. The bit where the end of that shot when he's pointing and he just goes, yeah. Anyone that's seen Love Actually knows. Anyway, yeah, we had it like it was. We taped it off TV and it was on a random on a random VHS. And I watched the crap out of it. I loved this film growing up. Yeah, Debbie Reynolds. That was sad. That was that Christmas, wasn't it? That she passed away. Why is it when I name people they die? Because I'm pretty sure I bring up Carrie Fisher as well, and that's also really sad. I just realized a really random tangent that just caught me off guard. I used music from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I think? Wherever you find Reggie Gigas. Oh look, it's first appearance of those socks. My Sonic socks. They're classic. Take it off. God damn. Richard Simmons. Saw the Debbie Reynolds. I'm genuinely curious. Oh, that's an unfortunate shot. I need like a behind the. I wish I could talk to the behind the scenes people and generally ask, why is Debbie Reynolds in this so much? It's genuinely fascinating. And I finally caught on to the rest of the voice cast in this film because you got I know Rudolph is voiced by Kathleen Barr, and oh, what's his goddamn name? The little bully reindeer. I forgot his goddamn name. Arrow. Thank you, past me. Arrow is voiced by Matt Hill, who Ed, Edd n Eddy fans and My Little Pony fans will know he's Ed in Ed, Edd n Eddy, which is amazing. And I can't remember who he is in My Little Pony. I don't know their names. Soren, is that the one? My sister's gonna kick me for not knowing. And he's Captain N as well, which is amazing. How did I not catch on to that? I like John Goodman in this film. Anyway, no, I could have made an Ed, Edd n Eddy joke. I'm sure Pete would have gladly done a Ed, Edd n Eddy sound effect thing, and a Captain N joke. I feel like I missed that one. That was an obvious one. I love this song. I still love this song. In Santa's family tree. It's a classic. It's one of the first songs I listen to every December. It's like there's something about like Last Christmas by Wham nails it. There's like a certain synth sound that Christmassy songs get, and this one absolutely nails it. Is this sort of sound? It sounds like something out of like it's why I love like Frozen Factory from Sonic Lost World or White Park from Sonic 4? Which also, what's Paul McCartney? What's he doing with his song here? I can't do a proper Liverpudlian accent. It was a very distinct song. And a little tip for you: if you want more Paul McCartney Christmassy goodness, Pipes of Peace is a really good song that I've started to appreciate this year. Anyway, I had a tangent. Anyway, yes, I was watching someone else's review of this. Was it Phaelus from Channel Awesome? Not in it anymore, but yeah, the background when Santa's sleigh is flying off, you can see the background segmented. It's really bad. I don't think I really dived into the animation. It's like it's serviceable, I guess. It's fine. It gets the job done, but there are some weird angles and some of the backgrounds are questionable for the most part. And there's that. That's it. White Park from Sonic 4. You'll notice in all my Christmas specials, I have like the same background music all the time. There's Kathleen Barr, and I do mention My Little Pony then. Strange. That is just straight up Kathleen Barr. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Where was I? I've completely forgotten what I was on about. God damn it, Kathleen Barr, you're throwing me off. She was in something else. I swear. Probably. That's it, no, the background music. I have, every December on my Twitter, I release a link to I got a playlist on YouTube of all like my favorite Christmassy music from games, and I always pick from that list when I'm making videos. I do the same for Halloween as well. And White Park from Sonic 4 is easily one of them. Although I blame that mainly because it makes me think of Brutal Moose's review of the Polar Express game, because he uses it there. And that's one of my favorite Christmassy videos I think any YouTuber's made. That's why, I mean, someday I might review that game for myself, but I don't feel I can do it as much justice. Good God, sorry, just the Blitzen Skull shape was really weird then. No, I don't think I can do it as well as Brutal Moose did. And there's your Undertale music, which I've now got on Switch. And speaking of Switch, his voice. I don't know who his singing voice even is. No idea. I'm just biding my time because I know that Slily's coming up soon, and he is still my favorite character. And there's a Pinky the Brain reference with my worst Pinky voice, just really drawn out Orson Welles. It's disturbing. Jedi ghosting their way. I mean, Star Wars is part of Christmas, right? Because this, wait, 2016, this was when Rogue One came out, I think? I've now seen Dirty Dancing, I hadn't watched it at the time. That's a proper song, there we go. No, now I've actually seen Dirty Dancing, it's alright. The best character was Jerry Orbach as the dad, let's be honest now.
Just spoke in his singing voice.
Now this joke...
Oh, no, you're not getting away with that. I let that skeleton bastard get away with it, but not you.
That I want confirmation of. I am certain there are points where, in Nightmare Before Christmas, Danny Elfman speaks as Jack. Because I know Chris Sarandon's speaking voice, there's slightly the best character. Chris Sarandon's a speaking voice, and I'm pretty certain there are lines where Danny Elfman steps in. Because it's transitioning from a song to regular dialogue. It's really odd. I need to dissect it. I remember when I was a kid, I had no idea that was Eric Idle. I knew it. I knew who Eric Idle was because like Monty Python and things, but yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that was him doing the New York accent. What with the accents and stuff? Because I knew John Goodman obviously from like Monsters Inc. and Emperor's New Groove. I knew Whoopi Goldberg from things like Lion King, I guess she was in. It could always be Weiss. I like this song too. This song is the reason I still remember this film. I don't think if they didn't have this song, I probably wouldn't have remembered it for so long. It is an annoyingly catchy song that I kind of like. Because I'm not even too sure. I'm losing my train of thought again. I am. You can tell. I haven't done commentaries for a while because what I do them. I try to do seasons in batches, and I haven't actually done it for a bit. Because in the new year, I'll start releasing the rest of them. This is a one-off just for you guys on this Christmas day. Because I'm glad I didn't go for the obvious joke, except that kind of is pointing out the obvious joke. So is that in turn the obvious joke? But I will clarify, Christmas special, let's actually explain that. Yeah, the Christmas special is coming in January the latest, because Sonic Labyrinth, I just had to get out of the way, because that was... When, I think, when Harry Potter Quidditch Christmas special from last year. Hey Pete, how's it going? No, we had met that year as well, 2016. Cool. God, it's weird how time flies, doesn't it? Where was I? You may notice I lose my train of thought a lot. Oh my god. No, yeah, so... because Splatterhouse was last year's December episode, but I still had Sonic Forces in the way between that and the actual Christmas special, so it became a mess. This time, Sonic Labyrinth's done, so the next episode is the Christmas special. I can focus. His eyes look really weird in that shot. I can focus purely on the Christmas special now. We can hopefully get it in January. I'm not doing April again. That was ridiculous, even by my standards. Slam the door. Shut that door! Now, there's a reference for you. That's some Mark Hamill goodness. That line is outrageous. I can't believe... Well, it was... When was Rankin Bass? 60s? You know what, yeah, can we make an agreement that... Because Rankin Bass did loads of Christmas specials, didn't they? They did the Rudolph one. They did... what was the other one? They did... Oh, the Father Christmas one with Mickey Rooney. But let's face it, their best one is it A Year Without Santa Claus? The one with the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser. That's the best one just because of the Snow Miser. Which sometimes in my head sounds a lot like this. Their song sounds like the King Dice song from Cuphead, because it's like, I'm Mr. King Dice, and then it's I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow. I don't know what I'm on about anymore. I'm really on a tangent. Hey, you want animal animation? It's topical because Watership Down premiered, didn't it? And I liked it for the most part, but oh, the animation on the animals. I think this Rudolph film's got a beating on that one. And there was a Overwatch joke in there. Ironically, I did not have Overwatch at the time. I'd played it a couple of times, but I didn't own it at the time. I should really be talking more about the review, shouldn't I? I don't even know if you like me rambling about irrelevant stuff. This is one of the first things I edited, just because I wanted to get that Walking Dead joke in there. And the Sweating to the Oldies joke. That was literally... I don't even know that much about Richard Simmons. I just know he does Sweat into the Oldies. That's him. That's a thing. So I love that. I think this did come out when Negan first showed up on The Walking Dead. I try to find the most weird out of context line. Because that was back when I was willing to give The Walking Dead a second chance. Which I have now turned my back and walked away. I think most of us have too. Oh, random weird thing I have to point out, because that just reminded me of the bit with the paper. In order to get footage for this film, it was really bizarre. So, on YouTube there were 2 versions of it. Because obviously I don't have a DVD rip player, and even if I did, I do not have this on DVD, because good god I can't find it. I wish I could, there's an Elf reference, I wish I could. But, there was a version... It's like, the audio wasn't quite right, but the visuals were fine, and then the other way around with the other one, because it had like a Kiss cartoon logo on it, because I guess someone ripped it from that. So I had to download the 2 versions, and then sort of create my own hybrids, combining the audio from the good audio and the good visuals. So, I'm surprised it worked. There are a couple of times where it's not quite on, and this is actually a good joke. Well done, guys.
Okay, that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. So would I still watch this film now? I probably would, actually, now I think about it. It's a bit late now, because it's like, well, I mean, it's Christmas Day. I've done all my Christmas watching. Then again, it's still the 12 days of Christmas, because apparently they actually go from Christmas, not build up towards Christmas. Which is why people keep their trees up into, like, January. I find, really random thing, I find Slily's design quite appealing. I think he reminds me a lot of Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy, which is probably why I like him so much. I love douchey, lovable rogue characters. I did my dissertation for university third year. I did it on lovable rogue character archetype in film. Maybe I should have included this one. Maybe I should have included this one. I didn't. And, you know what, weirdly... yeah, the Star Wars comparisons they came about. The reason I just wouldn't shut up about Star Wars is because I'm starting to associate Star Wars with Christmas. I think because, except for Solo, they've been releasing them. Oh, that's a dark joke. That was a dark joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, they keep releasing this new Star Wars films around Christmas. So I guess I just now associate Star Wars with Christmas. I mean, there isn't one this year because, again, Solo came out way too early. It was right after Last Jedi, guys. A lot of people were not in the mood for more Star Wars. And the same month as Infinity War, that was stupid. And I reaffirm, why is he even in this film? I like that line. You know, there's an underrated joke that I really like, I don't think most people care about, is this bit. Why is he called Ridley? I don't know. That amuses me. But at least he got his day in the sunlight in Smash Brothers now. You've come far, Ridley. You've come very far. It's like, I know Ridley's a name, like Ridley Scott, but if you call a character Ridley, it's normally in respect to Ridley Scott. Again, like Ridley from Metroid. Villain song time. This is one that, again, was embedded in my head. I could have forgotten the rest of the film existed. If you just played the music, I'd go, yeah, I know that. And this is still rant-worthy. To this day, I cannot figure out the Gremlins thing. I might even keep it as a running gag, because every Christmas, I just cannot get over it. It's such a weird scene out of context. Someday I will probably have to end up reviewing Gremlins if copyright allowed it. I mean, don't hold your breath, because it's not... I like it. It's not my favorite Christmas film, but I like it. I'm glad it was in LEGO Dimensions. See, I'd rather review LEGO Dimensions than include the Gremlins stuff. It's interesting seeing, this is, I mean, this episode's 2 years, Frozen Factory from Sonic Lost World, my favorite, it's my favorite Christmassy game song, I love it so much. You guys really should listen to it. I mean, I know Sonic Lost World sort of fed into obscurity, but I do play it around Christmas because I do love the ice levels in it. Easily the best levels, with the best music, easily. And I got it at Christmas, and the DLC was around at Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Sonic Lost World, Sonic Lost Christmas. Speaking of Sonic, ring sound. And because of that, I've completely lost my train of thought now. That's my catchphrase for commentaries. I've lost my train of thought. And here's a... I'm impressed that this scene made it, because it's actually a well-written, funny scene. Well done. You can tell I'm just... You know when you get really nervous and you just talk on repeat talkative. I can't stop because I'm trying to entertain unscripted for this long. Just talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the movie. That's Ridley's catchphrase. That's his taunt in Smash Brothers. He stands up and says that. I'd watch it. I would just love a version of this film where it's just really just the Ridley from Metroid as a pet.
No, not worth it.
Oh my god, I had no idea Sonic Forces would be worse with that, with the heavy-handed friendship lessons. And I still chalk this scene up to, yeah, just messing with her mind, guys. That's not very good. It's like the villain from the Christmas Tree. Is it Mrs. Mavilda? Is that the one where she gets struck by the almighty lightning of Santa and her brain is changed? That's rude.
People should know not to judge people by their appearance. You red glowing prick.
Yeah, see? That's right. And she becomes a real flirt as well. Now I realise now I have not actually sat down and watched the entire Rudolph Reichenbach special. Is that blasphemy? Probably. Speaking of still going, as you just said, the song's still going because, like I said, I love it so much. I just wanted to make the most out of... You'll notice whenever... If Frozen Factory of Sonic Lost World starts playing in a Christmas video, it'll probably be playing for a while. It's one of those that it's not repetitious. It just... It's National Lampoon reference. It just keeps going and builds and builds. It's a great song. Why did I R at that? I'm not denying it. Again, this is a kick-ass song. I might use it. I might, as a reference, use it in the next Christmas special because it fits. You'll see. I'm actually excited about the next Christmas special because the Harry Potter one was a lot more dramatic and a bit more serious and a bit dark, like the usual Christmas special. A lot of dark lighting and a bit, you know, dealing with like. I like that joke. They're dealing with a bit more like Roger's death and stuff, but yeah, we're having a more chill Christmas special. I'm gonna try and keep that in everyone. The toy saxophone is gonna become a recurring gag. I did buy it specifically for that one gag. I go out my way to get ridiculous things for video. I bought a whip for an upcoming episode. For God's sakes, you can probably tell what it is from one line dropped in Sonic Labyrinth. Hell, I'll say it. It's a Castlevania game. It's the Dracula heist I mentioned. That will actually end up being a thing for Castlevania, mostly because of Simon Belmont and Smash Brothers. Nose reindeer has a very shiny nose, and everywhere I saw it. You know that song? I can't unhear the version from The Simpsons.
That's the moral of the film, right?
Yep. I had to merge these one because that note goes on for ages. For the sake of copyright, I just couldn't hang it. I had to merge them together. And here now it's time for Tom has run out of ideas to end an episode with. So he just, actually no, I'll tell you, filming Christmas specials is usually a real bitch because I want the Christmas decorations around, but people are normally always around on the build up to Christmas, so now I normally film them on New Year's because I'm a lonely solid at New Year's and I'm always on my own New Year's without fail. So that's fun. But this is filmed at night at this point. That's why the lighting kind of shifts. Yeah, you can see the window is slightly darker now, and you can see a bit more of the noise on the camera because it's darker, so I have to compensate. You'll notice that a lot is... I mean, I'm predominantly on my own. Occasionally for like big reviews like Sonic Forces, I get other people. But for the most part, I'm on my own, so I can only film like when I can. So if the continuity gets screwed by the like time of day changing, in Sonic Labyrinth, I see that a lot, and it really angers me that I let that happen. But you know, if I don't film it, then I just can't get it done. There's Roger, and at this point, his leg was broken. If you look closely, So I just wrote it into the episode and it ended up, you know, coming back in Splatterhouse and Sonic Forces and stuff. And that card, wow. And where was I? Got distracted. If I could redo this song, I would, because I think I'm a bit flat a couple of times, but got the job done. Christmas orange juice. Also, the fun thing about this sequence is I wanted to keep it in that location, but how many ways can you film that? It's a very quite. See, it just cuts from the same location to another, and a very sexy pose. And the shot with me in the blanket was a reference to the first Christmas special, because one of my friends kept. He likes the shot of me in the blanket with a really grumpy face from the top 10 episode for some reason. I'm not going to complain. I won't complain, will I? Yeah, I think in 2 years, I like to think my singing's gotten better after 2 years. Oh well, I did it. I'm not complaining. At the time, it seemed good. It's a bit dated now, but I'm not. I'm my own worst critic. And I love this shot. I don't care if the quality's if the lighting's really nice. That's a nice shot. It reminds me a lot of the ending of Christmas Story. But yes, that was this commentary for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer the movie. Was it season 2, episode 10? 8? Oh wow, my old thumbnails. Thumbnails? End slates. When I actually spoke over them, and then YouTube killed them by having it like be 20 second limit on end cards. So yeah, if you enjoyed this commentary and want more, you can, and you're feeling generous, you can find more by applying to the Patreon, which you can find in the description. I'm not forcing you. Don't think I'm just begging you for money, because I'm not. Yeah. It's just little extra stuff that if you want, go ahead. This is why I script everything, because I don't know what to say at this point. But yeah, the Christmas special is coming hopefully next month, and I really hope you look forward to it, because it's one I'm looking forward to. And this was quite. Oh well, that just gave away that. You know what? Yeah, I'll give it away. That last bit there gave away what they could. Wow, I forgot I did that. Rest in peace, number 1. No, but yeah, that ending line there actually gives away what the Christmas special is this year. You know, Nostalgia Critic once had a Christmas special in January, so I'm not feeling too bad about that. Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening to my rambling. I don't know if you learned anything from it, or you just wanted to relive one of the weirdly more popular episodes. I'm still not even sure why to this day. But yeah, this is intriguing to do another commentary for you guys. And I mean, in the new year, for the Patreons, in the new year, I will start rolling out all the previous episode commentaries, because I've done season 1, and I'll probably do season 2 at some point. So get ready for that, my dear little patrons, who I love so much. In fact, I love all of you, though. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I love you on this Christmas day. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have a good New Year, because this is the last you'll hear of me in 2018. Here's to 2019. Ta-ta!